This video is produced for educational and informational purposes only. All information is sourced from official U.S. government publications, cited in the description below. Illustrated scenarios are simplified examples and do not represent real companies, organizations, or individuals. They already have the keys. They already passed the background check. They already sit inside your network. And the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency warns that America's critical infrastructure, regardless of size or function, is susceptible to disruption or harm by an insider. It is not the hacker outside your firewall you should fear most. It is the person logging in, right next to you. This is the insider threat. Every badge, every login, every trusted employee, contractor, and vendor. Most protect your organization. A few do not. And those few can cause damage no outside attacker ever could, because they already belong inside. Two U.S. agencies define this threat in nearly identical terms because they see the same pattern everywhere. CISA calls it the threat that an insider will use their authorized access, wittingly or unwittingly, to harm missions, personnel, facilities, information, equipment, or networks. NIST, Special Publication 800-53 extends it further to harm organizational operations, assets, individuals, and the nation itself. Same mechanism, same access, different scale of damage. The insider already holds the access. No phishing, no exploit. They copy files to personal cloud storage. They email sensitive data to private accounts. They plant backdoors before resigning. CISA warns insiders may act alone, or be recruited, coerced, or bribed by outside adversaries. Detection is brutally difficult. Their activity looks legitimate. The Department of Justice prosecutes insiders in federal court for stealing trade secrets, breaching protected computers, and extorting their own employers. CISA's Insider Threat Mitigation Guide states that America's critical infrastructure assets, systems, and networks, regardless of size or function, are susceptible to disruption or harm by an insider. December 2021. The Department of Justice charged a senior developer at a major technology company. The indictment tells a simple story. The defendant used privileged access, the same access granted to do the job, to steal gigabytes of confidential files. Then, posing as an anonymous hacker, the defendant demanded a ransom from his own employer. 50 Bitcoin, nearly $2 million at the time. On May 10, 2023, a federal judge delivered the answer: 72 months in federal prison. CISA warns that allowing America's critical infrastructure to be compromised by an insider could have a debilitating effect on the nation's economic security, public health, or public safety. Insiders have compromised sensitive information, damaged reputations, caused lost revenue, stolen intellectual property, and even harmed people. CISA's Insider Threat Mitigation Guide is aimed at federal, state, local, tribal, and territorial governments, non-governmental organizations, and the private sector, because no sector is outside the threat surface. Anyone with trusted access is a potential threat vector: employees, contractors, vendors, interns, and business partners. Remote work, high turnover, and environments with broad privileged access create additional exposure. No organization, regardless of size, is immune. The greatest threat to your organization may already work there. Trust is required, but verification is mandatory. Monitor access. Audit behavior. Build a culture where reporting concerns is rewarded, not punished. Cyber threats evolve every day. Stay informed, stay secure. This is VIDANALYTICA Cyber Intelligence. This video presentation and its original visual materials are the intellectual property of VIDANALYTICA. Government statistics and publications cited remain the property of their respective agencies.